Alrighty, here we go. Hey there everybody, it's the Nasty One here again, and welcome back. The next episode of the Freebooters franchise here in year number 8. Last episode, we took on the last place Wild Pigs, and we absolutely slapped the piss out of them, winning 10-2 behind a great quality start from rookie pitcher Robert Muddywater. With that win, we secured ourselves our 5th consecutive playoff berth as we reached the 9-win mark, which guarantees it, as there's only 4 teams in the league with 9 wins, and the rest of the teams cannot reach 9 wins. All we need to do in this last series against the Hot Corners here in this doubleheader is win 1 game, and we clinch the division title. On the mound for us in Game 1, here is the matchup. Dick Lucas, the veteran for the Hot Corners, 8th year, 0-1 with a 7.36 ERA and a 1.77 WHIP. It has not been a season to remember for the veteran, and for us, it is second-year pitcher Hedwig Lafayette, 1-1 with a 3.60 ERA and a 1.25 WHIP. Hot Corners come into this game 6-7. They are already eliminated from playoff contention. They are merely playing for their pride, as they will have this doubleheader against us, and then we'll have one more game. I believe it is against the Moose. Actually, I can just check the season standings real quick. No, their final game is going to be against the Herbivores. Alrighty, here's the lineup for today's game. Leading off is the third baseman Colton Burnett. He's locked in. Then it is the DH Captain Stump Pitts. He is the 10th still. Batting third, shortstop Hester Reliable's on fire. Batting fourth, second baseman Cole the Fishman Salmon. Batting fifth and still 10th is center fielder Nico Jennings. Batting sixth at first base is Harsh Mcfreddy. Batting seventh is left fielder Martin Polbean. Batting eighth is backup catcher Parker Freeman. And batting ninth is right fielder Flash Evans. Returning home for the last division series of the season, I believe it will be our, I want to say it's our 4th consecutive road game to end the season. It'll be our 3rd and 4th, but I'm not sure. Yeah, I believe it's 3rd and 4th now that I've thought about it. Anyway, here we go. Hot Corners ready to lead it off. Let's get it on. Drumpf, Borgner, and Jumps due up here against Lafayette. Left fielder Julia Drumpf leading off for the Hot Corners is locked in, hitting .339 with a homer, 3 RBIs on the year. Quick look at Lafayette's numbers here in greater detail. In her 3 starts, she is 1-1. She got the loss last time out. 3.60 ERA with a 1.25 WHIP, 8 earned runs given up in 20 innings of work. Just under, it's 6 2/3 innings to start, 21 hits given up, 1 a home run, 1 complete game shutout, 4 walks, and 8 strikeouts for Lafayette on the season. Hitting .260, batting average against .269 on the year for Hedwig. And here's the lineup for the Hot Corners after Drumpf. It is the right fielder Rolf Borgner. Then it's the DH Jeb Jumps batting third. Batting fourth is center fielder Aiden Vaughn. He is still hurt. Batting fifth is first baseman Dirk Sportswood. Batting sixth, third baseman Xander Rivers, who is tense. Gauze Muddywater, the catcher, is batting 7th. Batting 8th is the shortstop Mohammed Lancaster. He is tense. And batting 9th is second baseman Winston Draper. Vaughn, of course, if you remember correctly, suffered a torn meniscus in the game against us earlier in the season. He has never fully healed from that, as they have needed him to play to keep their playoff hopes alive, and it has not worked out well for them. Lafayette ready? Here we go. First pitch fastball is crushed to right center field, and Drumpf has a home run. 1-0 Hot Corners on the very first pitch of the ball game, as it's in the second deck in right center. Second of the year for Drumpf. Hot Corners have a 1-0 lead. Leading off is Rolf Borgner. He's batting second. Right fielder hitting a .184 on the year with 5 RBIs. Lafayette is immediately tense after 1 pitch. Curveball down. Hard ground to the first, off of Mcfreddy's diving glove into right field. That's a base hit for Borgner. Back-to-back hits to start the game for the Hot Corners. Runner at first, none down for Jumps. The DH hitting a .92. 1 homer, 2 RBIs on the season. Fastball down in the way is a called strike. Going 1. Slider up in his high. Runner goes. Throw down is late. It's a stolen base for Borgner. For Rolf, that is his first attempt to steal all year. He's 1 for 1. 1 pitch, curveball down and in, is fouled back, 1-2. Fastball up and away, fouled off by Jumps as he stays alive. Down and away is outside, 2-2. Slider down and in is low, full count now. Fastball up and in, line to center field, that's in for a base hit. Jennings comes up throwing another hold, Borgner to third, runners are at the corners. Still nobody out, and that'll bring up the center fielder Aiden Vaughn, who's hurt, hitting .205 with 2 homers and 5 RBIs. Injury is still taking a little bit away from his abilities, but it's not as noticeable as it was before. Runner goes on the first pitch, it's a changeup, and that's an easy stolen base for Jumps, who has Stealer. Jumps' 5th attempt to steal on the year, he's now 5 for 5. 0-1 count as Vaughn took that changeup in the strike zone. Fastball down and in, chopped up the middle. Reliable over, he'll go to first. 2 down, but then 1 down, that's an RBI though for Vaughn as it's 2-0 Hot Corners, and Jumps is at third with 1 down for Sportswood. Dirk Sportswood, the first baseman's hitting .302. He has no homers and 6 RBIs on the season. Curveball down, dribbler to short. That's going to be enough to score the run as it's now 3-0 Hot Corners on back-to-back RBI groundouts. Brings up the 6th hitter, third baseman Xander Rivers, who is tense, hitting .212 with 2 RBIs. Fastball at the knees, hard grounded to short. Reliable dives and cuts it off. Gets up and fires in time to get Rivers, and that ends the inning. Lafayette, though, gives up 3 hits and 3 runs as it's a solo homer to lead off the game, and then 2 RBI groundouts give the Hot Corners a 3-0 lead for Dick Lucas to work with. Bottom of the first, Burnett, Pitts, and Reliable due up for the Freebooters. Leading off is the second-year third baseman Colton Burnett, who's locked in. He's hitting .415, 2 homers and 10 RBIs on the year. Here's a look at Lucas's numbers on the season. Dick is 0-1 with a 7.36 ERA and a 1.77 WHIP. He's given up 12 earned runs in 14 2/3 innings. That's almost a run an inning. And he's averaging just under 5 innings to start. 22 hits given up, 1 of them a homer. 4 walks and 9 strikeouts recorded. Batting average against for Lucas is the worst on the entire team at 3.4. There's pitch to Burnett. Changeup inside from Lucas, ball 1. Changeup outside this time is a strike, 1-1. Curveball away, lined up the middle. Past the diving Lancaster, it's a base hit. Nice solid single from Burnett to get on the lead off. And that'll bring out DH Stump Pitts, who's still tense. Hitting .386 with 5 RBIs, and he has his ever-present contact versus right-hander trade active. Forkball at the knees for a strike, 0-1. Fastball up and ways, blooped in the left field. That's down the line. Trump able to run it down, though, for the first out. To bring up shortstop Hessler Reliable, who's on fire right now, hitting .517 with 5 homers and 19 RBIs on the year. Power versus right-hander and low pitch active for Reliable. Pick off first, nothing doing. Pick off again, nothing doing as Burnett gets back. Pitch out, still nothing doing as they're convinced Burnett's going to run. Fastball chased high by Reliable, 1-1. Chased it high again, 1-2 the count. Changeup away, skied into left center field. This is going to be an easy play for Vaughn as he makes the catch, 2 down. Burnett's still at first, and that'll bring up Cole the Fishman Salmon batting 4th today. Second baseman's hitting .362 with 4 homers, 12 RBIs on the year. Inside pitch active for him here. Changeup away is lined off of Dick Lucas, and that is going to hit him right in the ribs. Base hit, infield single for Salmon as no one was there. Next up, center fielder Nico Jennings, who's 10, hitting .400, 3 homers and 15 RBIs. Lucas is staying out there despite the injury to his ribs. Jennings takes one high, ball 1. Slider low, 2-0 to Nico. Fastball's high, 3-0. Forkball at the knees, called a strike, 3-1. Inside with the forkball, ball 4. That walk will load the bases first for Lucas today, and that'll bring up first baseman Harsh Mcfreddy. Being .294 with 7 RBIs on the year. Slider away in the first pitch, grounded to second. Draper backhands it, and he'll make the play to first to end the inning as Lucas gets out of a bases-loaded jam to the second. It's 3-0. Muddy Water, Lancaster, and Draper do up. Here's the backup catcher today for the Hot Corners, Gauze Muddy Water, hitting .280. 1 RBI for the former Wild Pig player. His fastball up and away is a strike, going 1. Ball down and in is in the dirt, 1-1. Down and away, fouled off, 1-2. Fastball up and in, high, 2-2. Let up and away, fouled off, still 2-2. Down and in, chased it inside. First punch up for Lafayette today, 1 down. Next up is Mohammed Lancaster, the shortstop. He is 10th right now, hitting .327, 5 RBIs on the year. Slider up, called a strike at the letters, 0-1. Down and away is low, 1-1. Fastball down and in is low, 2-1. Ball up, check swing for a strike, 2-2. Fastball up and in, swung through it, strike 3. Back-to-back punch-outs for Lafayette here, 2 down. Gotta bring up the second baseman today, Winston Draper, batting in the 9th hole for the Hot Corners. No hits on the year so far for Draper as Lafayette back to neutral mojo after the back-to-back punch-outs. Change up at the knees, check swing, 0-1. Fastball up and away is high, 1-1. Slider up and in, inside, good eye from Winston, 2-1. Fastball down and in, pulled foul, 2-2. Ball down and away, chopped foul, still 2-2. Fastball up and away, swung through it, strike 3, and Lafayette strikes out the side here in the second. Bottom 2, it's still 3-0. Polbean, Freeman, and Evans do up against the injured Lucas. Can we capitalize on the injury? Leading off is left fielder Martin Polbean, batting 7th today. .333 average, 2 homers, and 10 RBIs on the year for Martin. He has homered in each of the last 2 games. He hit a grand slam 2 games ago against the Moose. And then he also hit a 3-run homer against the Wild Pigs last episode. Change up in the dirt, ball 1. Sliders outside to Martin, 2-0 the count. Inside, ball 3 on the slider. Change it down the way is low, ball 4. Second walk for Lucas today as Polbean will reach to lead off the inning. Brings up backup catcher Parker Freeman. He's batting 8th today, hitting .471. 2 RBIs on the year for Parker. Pick off the first, nothing doing as Martin gets back. Fastball middle of the plate and Parker crushes it left center field. He got all that one, folks. Cannonball coming at you as it's out of the park onto the sidewalk behind the stadium. Home run Parker Freeman as he's the first Freebooter batter in this franchise to leave the ballpark. It's now 3-2 as the Freebooters are back in it on his first homer of the year. Here's Flash Evans, right fielder, hitting .214 with 2 RBIs. And that will do it for Dick Lucas as he goes 1+ innings. He's up 2 earned runs on the home run and has to leave the game after the injury. He walked 2 batters and I think he gave up, I believe, 3 hits? Look, anyway, coming out of the bullpen is right-hander Lucy Finnegan's. Finnegan's for the Hot Corners on the year has actually been one of their more consistent relievers. At record on the year with a 1.08 ERA and a 1.20 WHIP. 1 earned run given up in 6 appearances. She's gotten 2 saves, which leads the team. 8.1 innings pitched, 5 hits surrendered, 5 walks, and also has struck out 4 batters. Batting average against is .179 on the Flash Evans leading off against her, hitting .214. He's got 2 RBIs on the year. That slider's inside, ball 1. Slider's in there this time from Finnegan's, 1-1. Sliders inside, 2-1. Fastball away, Evans crushes it down the right field line, but he's late. And it fouled off, 2-2. Slider middle in, ripped into left field. That's a base hit for Evans as he ripped that one right past the diving third baseman. Single for Evans puts him on with none down for Burnett, who singled his first time up as well. Bad jumps active for Evans over there at first. Strike the knees, 0-1. Pick off the first, nothing doing. Evans is early on his release, and he'll be thrown out. And my son woke up. Alrighty, we're back. We'll just have to be a little bit quieter. 0-1 count here to Burnett. Slider inside, ball 1. For Evans on that steal attempt. This is his first attempt all year, so he's a little rusty. He's 0 for 1. 1-1 count to Burnett. Fastball's low. Called a strike at the knees. 1-2. Dribbler up the middle. Burnett will have a seeing eye single as he beats it out. Infield single. Runner first, 1 down for Pitts. He's 0 for 1 today. Popped out his first time up down the left field line. Fastball at the knees, 0-1. Pick off to first, nothing doing. Fastball at the knees, lined in the center. That's basic for Pitts. He's now 1 for 2. First and second now with 1 down. Another bring up Reliable, who's 0 for 1. Slider at the knees, fouled off by Reliable, out of play, 0-1. Inside slider almost hits him, 1-1. Fastball down, breaks the bat as it's grounded to second. Draper to Lancaster 1. On to first, it is late. Reliable hustles to beat it out. Runners at the corners, 2 down, and then I'll bring up Cole Salmon. 1 for 1 today with a single. Fastball outside, ball 1. Slider down at the knees, called a strike, 1-1. Fastball from ways popped up into shortstop. Lancaster behind the mound makes the catch, and that ends the inning. But a 2-run bomb from Parker Freeman that leaves the yard brings the Freebooters back within a run and knocks Dick Lucas out of the game. To the third, Drumpf, Borgner, and Jumps do up. There's Drumpf, 1-for-1 today. Solo home run to lead off the game on the very first pitch of the game. He's facing Lafayette, who has just struck out the last 3 batters in a row. Slider fouled off, 0-1. Ball middle in is lined into right field. A base hit for Drumpf. She's now 2 for 2. Lead off woman on, and that'll bring up Borgner, who singled his first time up and scored a run. He's 1 for 1. He's also stolen a base. This was fastball down and away is a strike, 0-1. Slider up and in. Blooper to left field. That is a base hit. Borgner now 2 for 2 as that puts 2 on and none down. Brings up Jeb Jumps, the DH, 1 for 1 today with a single. But down and in is a called strike at the knees, 0-1. Changed up and away is high, 1-1. Fastball down and away, grounded in the hole to short. Lava backhands it, flips the second one. Same to first, just late, fielder's choice. Runners at the corner is 1 down now for Vaughn. RBI ground out his first time up, he's 0 for 1. Fastball down and in, runner goes on the first pitch. Throw down is late, stolen base for Jumps. He's now 2 for 2 today on steals. Second and third with 1 down. Ball away, checks, hanging outside, good take, 1-1. Slider up and in, caught a strike, 1-2. Deep down in the way, outside and low, 2-2. That's bumping away, fouled off by Vaughn. Will stay alive, 2-2. Slider down and in, fouled off again. Well down in the way, in the dirt, off the catcher's glove. Full count now to Vaughn. Fastball high, chased it anyway, strike 3. Fourth punch up by Lafayette, 2 down. Gonna bring up Sports Widow for 1 with an RBI ground out today as well. Just change it down and away, foul back, 0-1. Slider down and in, hard ground to the short. Liable there, he'll play to first. That ends the inning. Good job by Lafayette to strand the runners in second and third with 1 down. Bottom 3, it's still 3-2. Jennings, Mcfreddy, and Polbean do up against Finnegan's. Here's Jennings, who blocked his first time up. Then was stranded at first base in the first inning as that one's high, ball 1. Fastball down the middle, Jennings crushes it left center field. He got some good wood to it. It is off the top of the fence, and that will be a double for Jennings. So beat the throw from Vaughn. He's back to neutral mojo, and that puts him on at 1 for 2 today. Next up, Mcfreddy, 0 for 1. Grounded out with the bases loaded his first time up. Fastball in the dirt, ball 1. Slider away, liner to second, right at Draper, 1 down. Freddie 0 for 2, and that'll bring up Polbean. Walked his first time up and then scored on Freeman's homer. No official at bat yet for Martin. Fastball's outside from Finnegan's, ball 1. Inside with it this time, 2-0. Check swing outside, 3-0. Fastball away, ball 4, and that's the second walk to Polbean. He has seen 8 pitches, and all of them have been balls. First and second now with 1 down for Freeman. 1 for 1 today with a homer, which left the ballpark. 2 RBIs on the day. Slider hangs at Freeman, crushes that right center field. He got all that one, folks. It is in the off the second deck. Cannonball coming at you. Second homer of the game for backup catcher Parker Freeman, as he has his second career multi-homer game. Now 5-3 as the Freebooters retake the lead. Next up is Evans, 1 for 1 with a single, and then he was picked off trying to steal second base. He's now tense, so is Finnegan's. Slider down and in is swung late, 0-1. Chased it in the dirt, 0-2 to Evans. Fastball down, chop foul, 0-2. Fastball up and in, pulled foul again, Evans stays alive. Fastball up, gets it through the middle as Evans will have his second single. He's 2 for 2. And he's back to neutral mojo as well. Runner first, one down for Burnett. And that'll do it for Finnegan's as she goes an inning and a third out of the pen. Gives up 3 earned runs and is now in line for the loss. Coming out of the bullpen is left-hander Shay D, our ace reliever. D on the season is 1-0. She has a 1.26 ERA and an 0.84 WHIP. 3 runs given up, only 2 earned. 9 hits given up, 9 games pitched. She's recorded the save. Has thrown 14 in the third innings, which is tied for the most out of the bullpen with Carla Tolbert. 7 hits given up, which is the lowest after Finnegan's, but Finnegan's is now higher than that. She's given up, walked 5 batters, gave up a homer, and has struck out 11. 137 average against on the year. Fastball up and away, called a strike, 0-1. Fastball down and then swung through at 102 as K-Dot activates for D. There it goes. Change up at the knees. Hit Lancaster on the hit and run. He'll go to first with it. 2 down as Evans reaches second. That would have been a double play. Mixed up his pits. 1 for 2 today with the single. Fastball at the letters for a strike. 0-1. Fastball at the knees. Bloop to center field. That is in for a base hit. Rounding third is Evans. He will score easily as he's got great speed, and he makes it a 6-3 game as Pitts is now 2 for 3 and back to neutral mojo with 2 singles. That'll bring up Reliable, who's 0 for 2 today, and he's only locked in. Grounded into the fielder's choice last time up. Curveball at the knees is grounded up the middle, and that's a base hit. Reliable now 1 for 3. And he's back to on fire. First and second, still 1 down for Salmon. There's 1 for 2, or 2 down, sorry. Salmon 1 for 2 with the single, popped out last time up. Cutter at the knees for a strike, 0-1. Chased it high, 0-2. K-Dot active now. Cutter away, swings through at strike 3. First punch out for D as Salmon breaks his bat in disgust. That ends the inning. But the Freebooters get a 4-run swing thanks to the second homer of the game by Parker Freeman. It's now 6-3 to the 4th. Rivers, Muddy Water, and Lancaster go up. There's Rivers, he's 0 for 1 today. Fastball up and away is a strike, 0-1. Ball down and in. Rip foul, 0-2. Change it down and away. Pulled foul, still 0-2. Fastball up and in. Fouled off again, still 0-2. Slider down and in. Chopped in, foul just behind the plate, still 0-2. Up and away, liner to first. Mcfreddy there for it, 1 down. Next up, Muddy Water 0 for 1 with the strikeout. Change up and in is inside, ball 1. Fastball down and in, ripped hard to first. Mcfreddy leaps over his glove into the corner. That single for Muddy Water as Evans gets it in quickly. Running first, 1 down. That'll bring up Lancaster 0 for 1 with the strikeout. Slider middle in is a strike, 0-1. Fastball up and away, swung through it, 0-2. Ball down and away. Hard ground to the first. Mcfreddy dives, knocks it down. He'll go to first with it and beat the runner on the fielder's choice. 2 down. There's a Draper RBI chance for him. 0 for 1 with the strikeout. Ball down and away. Check swing at the knees, 0-1. Change up and in, called a strike, 0-2. Fastball down and in, dribbler to short, Reliable charges, he'll fire to first. In time, and that ends the inning. Lafayette strands another runner as we head to the bottom of the 4th. It's now 6-3 still. Jennings, Mcfreddy, and Polbean do up. Here's Jennings, 1 for 1. He doubled his last time up. He's also walked today. Fastball at the knees for a strike, 0-1. Fastball up and in, swung late, 0-2. Dribble down and then blooper to first, right at Sportswood, 1 down. Next is Mcfreddy, 0 for 2 today. He is grounded out and lined out. Fastball in the dirt, ball 1. One count to Reliable. Or Mcfreddy. Cutter low, 2-0. Pass cutter middle in, lined up the middle, base hit for Mcfreddy. He's now 1 for 3. That's his first hit of the game. He'll be on it with first with one down for Polbean, who has walked twice today. He has seen 8 pitches today. All of them have been balls. Let's see if his luck changes here against D. He was walked by the previous 2 pitchers. There's the first strike. He's seen cutter at the knees, 0-1. Curveball at the knees, grounded up the middle. Diving his Draper, cut it off, flips to second 1. On to first, late on the fielder's choice. 2 down, and that'll bring up Freeman. 2 for 2 with 2 homers today. He's driven in 5 of our 6 runs. 3-run homer last time up. He's also had a 2-run shot. Change up at the knees, fouled off, 0-1. Freeman now locked in after his 2 homers. Chases the fastball high, 0-2. Fastball at the knees, lined in the left field. That's a base hit for Freeman. He's now 3 for 3. First hit of his that has not left the yard. First and second now with 2 down for Evans, who's singled twice. Change it middle in, ripped foul by Evans, 0-1. Curveball in there, 0-2. Curveball at the knees, Evans skies it to left field. This will be an easy play for Drum from the corner, and that will end the inning. Freebooters get 2 hits, but do nothing with them to the 5th. Drum, Borgner, and Jumps do up. With Drum, 2 for 2, homer and a single today. He's driven in a run. First pitch slider up and away. Skied by Drum in the right center field. Got a pretty good ride on it. Evans dives and over-dives the ball. So the extra bases for Drum. He's in with a double. She's now 3 for 3, and the triple shy of the cycle as she is on fire. Next up is Borgner, 2 for 2 with 2 singles. Fastball down and in is a check swing strike, 0-1. Curveball up and away is outside, 1-1. Slider middle in. Hard ground at the middle. Salmon dives past his glove into right center field. Jennings comes up throwing. It's cut off by Mcfreddy, and that'll be an RBI single for Borgner. 3rd hit for him today is now 6 to 4, as that's his first RBI. Brings up Jumps, 1 for 2 with the single today. First pitch change it down and away. Fouled off by Jumps as he's late, 0-1. Fastball up and in is high, 1-1. Slider up and away, chased it, 1-2. Curveball down and in, check swing low, 2-2, good take. Fastball down and away, foul back, still 2-2. Change up and in, high, full count. Slider down and in, chased it inside, strike 3. 6th punch out, I believe 5th punch out today actually for Lafayette. 1 down, and that'll bring up Vaughn. That was her 5th punch out. They're supposed to change it down and in. Hard ground up the middle to short. Liable flips to second 1. Salmon to first. Double play, and we get out of the inning. 1 run given up by Lafayette on 2 hits. 6-4 the score to the bottom of the 5th. Burnett, Pitts, and Reliable do up. There's Burnett, 2 for 3 today with 2 singles. Curveball outside, ball 1. Curveball's now low from D, 2-0. Change up inside, turned on and fouled off, 2-1. Cutter up and in is popped up into left field, just on the edge of the dirt. Rivers makes the catch, 1 down. Next up is Pitts. He's 2 for 3 today, singling twice. He also drove in a run last time up. Fastball down the middle, swung late, 0-1. Change cutter inside, misses, 1-1. Fastball up, lined in the hole to short. Diving's Lancaster make the stop. He has to hurry. Just in time to get Pitts. Nice play, Mohammed. 2 down. He's a Reliable. Singled his last time up. He's 1 for 3 today. Fastball at the knees. Reliable crushes that. Left center fielder's Evans at his knees, and it is gone. Cannonball coming at you. Row 2. 6th homer of the year for Reliable, and that solo shot gives us our 3-run lead back. It's now 7-4. Reliable now reaches 20 RBIs on the year. He's leading the team. Brings up Salmon, 1 for 3 today. Singled his last time up. Or singled his first time up. And then he's beamed on the first pitch. D was pissed and took out her frustrations on Salmon, who's now locked in. That brings up Jennings, 1 for 2. Double walk today. D now tense after the beanball. Fastball always popped up on the first pitch behind the plate. Easy play from Muddy Water to end the inning. And it does, but the Freebooters get a solo home run from Hester Reliable, 7-4 to the 6th. Sportswood, Rivers, and Muddy Water do up. Lafayette has given up 8 hits through 5 innings and struck out 5 batters, giving up 4 runs. Not a quality start on the line, but she's looking to go as deep as possible to give our bullpen as much rest as possible. Fastball away to Sportswood is lined in the gap to right center. That's base hit. And if we get by Jennings, this could be extra bases. Throw from Jennings is going to be late. It's a double for Sportswood to start the inning. Brings up Rivers over 2 and 10s. Curveball at the knees. Called a strike, 0-1. Fastball down and in. Bunting is Rivers. Right in front of the plate. Freeman to first. 1 down. Sportswood advances on the sacrifice. Runner third, 1 down for Muddy Water. 1 for 2 today. Fastball up and away. Blooper into pop fly shallow center. Left center. Jennings makes the catch. Runner tags. Here comes the throw. It's a good one, but it's just late. A sac fly for Muddy Water. It's now 7-5. Lancaster 0 for 2 today. Slider up and in. Inside, ball 1. Fastball down and away. Swung through it, 1-1. Change up and away. Popped up, left field. Polbean in, calling for it. Martin makes the catch on the fly ball to end the inning. 1 run on the sac fly, though, as it's now a 2-run game again, as we're at 7-5. There's Mcfreddy hitting .296, 7 RBIs on the season. 1 for 3 today after a single last time up. Change spin there, 1-1. Fastball up, 2-1. Cutter high, 3-1. Bachparn activates for D. Strike the letters though, full count. Gated active now. Fastball at the knees, lined in the center base hit for Mcfreddy. He's 2 for 4 now. That's his second single of the day. Brings up Polbean. Hit into a fielder's choice last time up. He's also walked twice. Strike in there on the heater, 0-1. Fastball inside, popped up, shallow left. In front of the sliding drum, that's a base hit for Polbean. He's now 1 for 2. First and second, none down here for Freeman. He's 3 for 3 today. Singled his last time up. He's also homered twice, as that'll do it for Shay D. She goes, let's see, 2/3, 2 and 2/3 innings plus, responsible for the 2 runners on base. Coming out of the bullpen is right-hander Carla Tolbert. Tolbert's the 3rd reliever used today by the Hot Corners. She is 2-0 on the season, a 1.26 ERA with a 0.98 WHIP, 2 runs given up in 8 games. 14 1/3 innings pitched, 12 hits surrendered, 2 walks, and she has struck out 16 batters while hitting 1. Batting average against is .218. Slider low from Tolbert, ball 1. Cutter up, lined in the right center field by Freeman. Giving chase Borgner. He will run it down for the first out, as that was a good deke by him to make sure the runners didn't tag. 1 down, and that'll bring up Evans, who's 2 for 3 today with 2 singles. Who last time up is Tolbert's locked in. Strike in there, 0-1. Cutter up, lined at the middle. Diving's Lancaster cut it off and flip the second 1. Evans beats it out on the fielder's choice. Runners at the corners, 2 down, and that'll bring up Burnett, 2 for 4 today, 2 singles. Popped out his last time up. Pick off the first, nothing doing. Way out in front of that changeup is Burnett, 0-1 as it was in the dirt. Changeup low, fouled off, 0-2. Slider middle in, line to right center field, that's in the gap, and that'll be extra bases for Burnett. Ball comes up throwing, Evans rounding third. He'll retreat to third. It's an RBI double for Burnett, it's 8-5. That brings up Pitts, 2 for 4, 2 singles and an RBI today. Fastball caught the outside corner, 0-1. Check swing outside on the changeup, 1-1. Fastball away, fouled off, 1-2. Tough out active for Pitts here. Inside heater misses, 2-2. Fastball up and away, lined hard up the middle, off the diving Lancaster's glove into left field. That's going to be a 2-run single for Pitts, as that makes it 10-5. Good effort from Lancaster, he just couldn't secure it. Now to bring up Reliable, 2 for 4, homer and a single today. Tolbert no longer locked in. Cutter low, ball one. Reliable homered his last at bat. Solo shot for him. Fastball low, 2-0. Cutter middle away, called a strike, 2-1. Fastball up, swung late, 2-2. Fastball down and in, lined into left center field. That's going to be a base hit for Reliable. Hits around second, he's heading for third. Throw is late. Reliable moves up on the throw. It's a double now. Second and third with 2 down, and that'll bring up Salmon. 1 for 3 with a single, and he was hit by a pitch last time up. Tolbert will leave here after 2/3 of an inning. Coming out of the bullpen is the last reliever, right-hander Joanna Heater. Heater on the season is the worst performing reliever for the hot corner. She's 0-1 with a 6.92 ERA and a 2 WHIP. 10 earned runs given up in 9 appearances, 1 save recorded, 13 innings pitched, 18 hits surrendered, 2 homers, 1 wild pitch, and 1 hit batsman. 8 walks given up with 10 strikeouts recorded. Batting average against for Heater is .321, which is the worst on the entire bullpen. Salmon ready, here we go. Fastball down and in, misses, ball 1. Change up away, misses, 2-0. Cutter down, curveball down and in, line to first, right at Sports, but that ends the inning. 3 runs though for the Freebooters, make it a 10-5 game as we head to the 7th. We're up 5. Draper, Drump, and Borgner do up. Lafayette done after 6 innings of work. 9 hits surrendered, 5 earned runs, 5 strikeouts, 80 pitches thrown. Not a great outing, but it's good enough to get the win as our offense showed up to help her. Draper due to lead off is 0-2 today. Coming out of the bullpen is going to be left-hander Handro Especial despite being rattled. I'm going to give him a shot. Especial is 1-0 with a 13.50 ERA and a 2.16 WHIP. 16 earned runs given up in 6 appearances, totaling 10 2/3 innings. 21 hits surrendered, 4 of them homers. He has hit a batter, walked 2, and struck out 7. Batting average against .412. Looking to turn his season around as it's been slipping away from him as late as he'll have a specialist active here against Draper. Fastball up and away is a strike, going 1. Slider down and then is low in the dirt, 1-1. Fastball up and in, blooper to center field. Jennings charging in on the fly ball. Makes the catch, 1 down. Next up is Drump, 3 for 3. She doubled her last time up. She's also hit a single and a solo homer. She is a triple shy of the cycle, looking forward in this at bat. Special up to 10's mojos. He got the first batter out. Something he's failed to do the last 2 relief appearances is that curveball's outside. Called a strike, going 1. Fastball down and in. Blooper to left field, charging his pole bean. He'll get there in time to make the catch, 2 down. Next up is Borgner, 3 for 3. Singled 3 times. Drove in a run last time up. Specialist active against him here. Curveball in there, dribbled to first. Mcfreddy off. He'll barehand and flip to Especial in time, and that's a 1-2-3 inning for Hander. Something he desperately needed. Bottom 7, it's 10-5. Jennings, Mcfreddy, and Polbean do up against Heater. There's Jennings, 1 for 3 with a double and a walk today. Heater still tense, so is Jennings. Fastball high, ball 1. Take it down and then blooped up the middle. Liner is over the diving Lancaster for a base hit. Second hit for Jennings today. He's now 2 for 4, I believe. Back to neutral mojo for him as well. As that'll bring up Mcfreddy. Singled twice. Singled his last 2 times at the plate. He's 2 for 4. Steeler active for Jennings at first as that fastball's up and away for a ball. 1-0. Fastball high, 2-0. There it goes. Fastball down the middle for a strike. Throw down is late from Muddy Water. Stolen base for Jennings. Nico, that is his 6th attempt to steal this year. He's now 6. 2-1 count. Fastball way line to second. Right at Draper, though, in the liner. 1 down. Gonna bring up Polbean, 1 for 2. Singled his last time up. He's also walked twice today. And grounded into a fielder's choice. Fastball down in the way. Called a strike, going 1. Curveball middle ways. Fouled off by Polbean. That's out of play. 0-2. Looking to protect the plate as K-Man activates for Heater. Fastball down the middle's popped up the shortstop. Lancaster already calling for it there on the dirt. Makes the catch, 2 down. Next up is Freeman, 3 for 4. He's homered twice, driving in 5 and also singled. Change it right there, fouled off, 0-1. Change up and in, fouled off, 0-2. came inactive again for Heater. Curveball down in the ways, blooped into the hole at second. Draper fields it on one hop, and that will end the inning. To the 8th, it's still 10-5. Jumps, Vaughn, and Sportswood do up against Specialo. Jumps 1 for 3 today with a single. A specialist is active against him as well here. First slider up and away, swung through, 0-1. Fastball down and in. Breaks the bat as it's popped up into foul territory. Burnett near the seats. Makes the catch, 1 down. Next up, Vaughn, 0 for 3 with an RBI groundout today. He is tense currently. Curveball down and in is below the knees, ball 1. Fastball down and away, check, swing, strike, 1-1. Slider up and in. Hard ground to the second, right at Salmon. Make the play to first, 2 down. So Sportswood 1 for 3 with the RBI double today. RBI and a groundout and a double, I'm sorry. Fastball for win. The first pitch is a strike on the check, 0-1. Slider down and in, grounded the first, right at Mcfreddy. He'll backhand it, take it to the bag himself, and that's another 1-2-3 inning for Specialo. Bottom 8, it's still 10-5. Evans, Burnett, and Pitts do up. Here's Evans, 2 for 4 today. He's singled twice. Fastball down the middle, line to right center. Another base hit for Evans. He's now 3 for 4, or 3 for 5 with 3 singles. Brings up Burnett, 3 for 5, double and 2 singles today with an RBI. Right, it goes on the first pitch. Fastball away for a strike. Evans will still beat the throw as he's in there with his first of the season. He's 1 for 2. 0-1 count to Burnett. Fastball below the knees, dribbler to second. Draper bare hands to first, 1 down. Evans to third on the play, and that'll bring up Pitts, 3 for 5 day. He's singled 3 times, and coming out of the bullpen is freshly signed starter BB Takabasai, as she is going to come in on the mound. Takabasai was signed to replace the ace of the staff, as the Hot Corners gave up on the season. I believe it was Javita Pulo. Takabasai has no record on the year. She has made 1 start on the season, 6 1/3 innings. 1 run given up in that start, 1.42 ERA and an 0.95 whip. She gave up 4 hits, walked 2, gave up a homer, hit a batter, and struck out 4. Batting average against of 182 on the year is not horrible. Pitts ready, here we go. 3 for 5 today, 3 singles, strike the letters, 0-1. Takabasai comes in tense as she is a starter being used in a relief role. Change up in the dirt, ball 1. Slider away, misses, 2-1. Curveball down and in, bloop to left center field. That's going to be a tough run down for Vaughn. He'll get there, though, for the second out as the runner has to get back to third. I thought it was going to drop, my bad. Brings up Reliable, 3 for 5 day. He's a triple shy of the cycle. Doubled his last time up. Pitch out, nothing doing. They want nothing to do with Reliable, and I don't blame them. It's going to be an intentional walk here to Reliable. That's runners at first and third here for Salmon. Salmon's 1 for 4 today. He's singled and been hit by a pitch. Grounding that his last time up. Curveball hangs at the letters, 0-1. Screwball away, pulled foul. Diving as Sportswood to make a nice catch in foul territory. Great play, that ends the inning. To the 9th, it's 10-5 still. Rivers, Muddywater, and Lancaster do up. There's Rivers, 0 for 2 today. Special stack up against him. Fastball down and away is low, ball 1. Ball down and in. Grounded to first. Mcfreddy backhands it. Runs to the bag himself, 1 down. Next up, Muddywater, 1 for 2 with a single and an RBI. Specialist is active here as well. First pitch slider, middle in. Fouled off, 0-1. Fastball up and away. Fouled off again, 0-2. Curveball down and away. Chased it into dirt, strike 3. Freeman drops it but recovers in time to first, 2 down. First punch up for Specialos. He's back to neutral mojo finally, and that'll bring up Lancaster. 0 for 3 today is the last chance. Specialist active against him as well. First fastball up, line to center, hanging up for Jennings. He'll slide into his glove on 1 hop. It's a base hit for Lancaster. Specialo back to tense mojo here. Runner at first with 2 down for Draper, 0 for 3. Pinch hitting for him is catcher Johnson Swanson. Hitting .250 on the year with 3 homers and 6 RBIs as he's currently locked in. With that, Specialist no longer active here for Specialo. First pitch curveball down and in. Check swing strike, 0-1. Fastball down in the way is outside, 1-1. Slider up and in. Inside, 2-1. Good eye. Fastball up and away, outside, 3-1. Ball down and in. Ball 4, just low. First walk from Especialo. First and second now with 2 down for Drumpf. Still a triple shy of the cycle. Popped at her last time up. She's 3 for 4. Or flew at her last time up. First pitch slider down and in. Line to right field. Hanging up for Evans. It's right at him. He'll make the catch, and that ends the inning as Especialo will get a 3-inning save. Freebooters win 10-5 as we knock their starter out early with a line drive, and then we capitalize on their tired bullpen. Good day, and that win clinches us our division title. It's our 4th division title in a row. Now, the only thing left to do in the last game is to play for our pride. It's also our 3rd consecutive season with 10 wins or more. Looking at the box scores, hitless today for the hot corners were Vaughn, Rivers, and Draper, as well as Swanson, but Swanson did get a walk in his only plate appearance. For us, everybody got at least 1 hit in our lineup. Home run today for Hester Reliable, his first. Parker Freeman, 2 homer day, driving in 5. 3 RBIs for Pitts today on singles, and an RBI for Burnett on a double, I believe. Pitching boxes, for us, Lafayette, 6 innings, 9 hits, 5 earned runs, 5 strikeouts, a home run. She gets her 2nd win of the year, finishing the year at 2-1. And Especialo, 3 innings out of the pen, giving up a hit, a walk, and striking out a batter. He gets his first save of the year. For the hot corners, oh boy. Dick Lucas, inning plus, 3 hits, 2 earned runs, 2 walks, a home run. He does not get a decision. Lucy Finnegan's was an inning and a third behind him. 6 hits, 4 earned runs, a homer, a walk. She gets the loss. She falls to 0-1. Shay D, 2 2/3 out of the pen. 7 hits, 2 earned runs, a strikeout and a homer. Tolbert, 2/3 of an inning, 3 hits, 2 earned runs. Joanna Heater, inning and 2/3, 2 hits. And Taka Basai, 2/3 of an inning, starter, gives up a walk, which was intentional. Player of the game is Parker Freeman with his 2 homers and 5 RBIs, followed by Hester Reliable, who was a triple shy of the cycle. And also 3rd place runner-up is Julia Drumpf, who is also a triple shy of the cycle. Good win, good win. Alright, well, we've locked up the division title, so now we're fighting for seeding. I don't know what the Sawteeth are sitting at right now. I believe they are division leaders currently. We can look, because the next game's going to be ours anyway. Yep. Take a look real quick at the standings. Yeah, Blowfish are sitting at 10 wins right now. So if we win, we're guaranteed to be the #1 seed. We can also lose and still be the #1 seed as long as we don't lose by 15 or more runs. It's a tall order, I know. Anyway, let's take a look at the roster moves between the games. Sturdy Woodman off the Heaters, replaced by Jose Carloco. Keisha Mushar signs to the Heaters, replacing reliever Doc Simpleman. Rusty Bustum is released by the Wild Loads for Super Samson as they're making a playoff push. Huck and Duck goes to the Herbisaurs, replacing closer Kay Frequent as the Herbisaurs have given up. And they've already been eliminated from contention anyway. Hot Corners release Shay D. They bring in closer Tony Orozco to give them a rested reliever. Rory Crowd signs to the Platypi, replacing Yoink Sachs. Willie Bacon off the Sandcats, replaced by Giovanni Reefkiller. Adonis Corker released by the Sirloins for Whopper Batsman. Ricky McFarland signs to the Heaters, replacing Chico Lapata. Okay, that doesn't matter. Yo-Yo Yamamoto off the Jacks, replaced by Trisha Lee. Flash Evans loses 2 power. That's it's a little bit of a problem, but not so much right now. Alright, and that's it. Take a look at these development options here. Oh, that's players. Player developments here. Okay. So, let's see. This one for Burnett will be here after the game, so we can get this. This one for Griffin. He doesn't need to improve his velocity and junk. We need to work on his accuracy, so pass. Dumb one for Pitts. We're going to ignore this one. This one for Salmon's a decent one. It's not something he necessarily needs, so it's like a backup option at best. This one for Tucker. Too high of a chance to get walk prone. I'm going to pass on this one. And this one for Ferguson, he's a backup player. It'll still be here, but he doesn't necessarily need to be upgraded if we have other people in front of him. So we'll save our money, see what comes up next time, and go from there. Alright, let's take a preview at the pitching matchup here for Game 2 of this doubleheader. On the mound for the Hot Corners is Donk O, 1-1 with a 3.18 ERA and a 1.35 WHIP, making his final start of the regular season. And for us, it is third-year pitcher, or fourth-year pitcher, Malaya Ellison. Or is it third year? It might be third year. Anyway. Is it third or fourth? I think it's fourth. Yeah, it's her fourth. Either way. Ellison 2-0 with a 2.25 ERA and a 1.35 WHIP. There's the lineup we'll have for game number 2. Pitts will lead off in the DH role, followed by the shortstop Reliable, who's still on fire. Then it's Harsh Mcfreddy batting for third at first base. Jesus. Jennings will move up to the cleanup spot in center field and bat fourth. Parker Freeman's going to play catcher as he did homer twice last game, so I think he deserves to start. Going to move Cole Salmon up to the 5 slot. Martin Polby will move up to the 6th. Then Parker Freeman will bat 7th. Burnett will bat 8th at third, and Evans will bat 9th and right. Let's get it on. See if we can sweep this doubleheader here to end the regular season, and then we'll set up the stage for the playoffs next episode. Now for this game, since we're only paying for pride at this point, and we're pretty much guaranteed to be the #1 seed anyway, I'm more open to pinch hitting for my guys and let my bench players get a chance to play. Alrighty, Hot Corners are ready, let's get it on. Rivers jumps to up first against Ellison. Leading off his third baseman Xander Rivers, he's still tense, hitting only 200 now and batting with 2 RBIs on the season. Look at Ellison's numbers in better detail. Malaya is, as we know, 2-0, has the 2.25 ERA and the 1.35 WHIP. She's given up 5 earned runs, 6 total in 3 starts, totaling 20 innings, which is 6 2/3 innings to start. 24 hits given up, 2 of them homers. She has walked 3 and struck out 19. Batting average against is .293. And here is the lineup for the Hot Corners. After Rivers, it is the left fielder Julia Drumpf who's locked in. Then it's second baseman Jeb Jumps. First baseman Dirk Sportswood batting 4th. Rolf Borgner batting 5th in center field. Johnson Swanson in at catcher's batting 6th. He's locked in. Batting 7th is the DH today, Gauze Muddywater. Batting 8th, shortstop Mohammed Lancaster, who is still tense. And batting 9th is right fielder Kenna Korn. Ellison ready, here we go. First pitch fastball's fouled off by Rivers, 0-1. Change it down and in, is in the dirt, 1-1. Curveball down and away, lined foul, out of play, 1-2. Fastball up and in, swung through it, strike 3. First punch out for Ellison, 1 down. Next up is Drumpf, left fielder's locked in, hitting .361. 2 homers and 4 RBIs. But down and away is in the dirt. Ball 1. Fastball up. Fouled off by Drumpf. 1-1. Slider middle in. Hard grounder at the middle base hit for Drumpf. Should keep her hot hitting going. 1-1 today. Next up is Jumps. Second baseman is hitting .196 on the year with a homer. 2 RBIs. First pitch, change it down and in is low, ball 1. Fastball down and away, fouled off by Jumps, 1-1. Ball down, hard ground at the middle base hit. Jumps 1 for 1, and that's back-to-back singles for the Hot Corners. 2 on and 1 down for Sportswood, hitting .298, 7 RBIs on the season. Slider up and away, and the first pitch is outside, ball 1. Change it down and away. Hard liner into right field, another base hit. Base is loaded now for the Hot Corners. To bring up Borgner, center fielder hitting .226 with 6 RBIs. He's got the base loaded, 1 down, a great RBI chance. Curve up and in, the first pitch is fouled back off the fence, 0-1. Fastball down and away, liner to third, Burnett there to make the catch, 2 down. Bases remain loaded, now to bring up Swanson, the catcher. Locked in, but he does have RBI dead active. He walked in his only plate appearance in Game 1 of the series. Swanson hitting .250 on the year, 3 homers and 6 RBIs still. First pitch fastball away is a ball outside. Ball 1. About down in the way is low. 2-0. Change it up. Driven deep left center field. It is gone. It's a grand salami for Johnson Swanson. The RBI Doug catcher hits his 4th homer of the year, and that brings him to double-digit RBIs at 10 as he gives them a 4-0 spot in the first inning. Bad place for that changeup, and that'll bring up Muddy Water, the DH. Hitting .286 with 2 RBIs on the season as Ellison is now tense. Fastball at the knees for a strike, going 1. Curveball inside, ball 1, 1-1. Slider middle of the plate, popped up, foul territory behind third. Burnett giving chase. Makes the play in foul territory to end the inning, but 4 hits for the Hot Corners lead to the biggest one of them all, the grand slam to Johnson Swanson. 4-0 to the first, bottom half. Pitts, reliable Mcfreddy due up against the veteran. Donk, oh. Here's DH Stump Pitts, the captain, leading off, hitting .397, 8 RBIs on the year. Here's a look at O's numbers on the season. In his 3 starts, O is 1-1. He's got a 3.18 ERA and a 1.35 WHIP. 6 earned runs given up in 17 innings. He's given up 18 hits. 1 hit batter, 5 walks, and he has struck out 9. Batting average against is a modest .260. Pitts ready, here we go. Fastball inside, misses, ball 1. Fastball middle in, swung late by Pitts, 1-1. He was looking out over the plate. Fastball up, swung late again, 1-2. Tough out active for Pitts here. Curveball below the knees, grounded to second, jumps, backhands it, 1 down. Now to bring up Reliable, the shortstop, who's still on fire with low pitch, active here, hitting .524. 6 homers, 20 RBIs on the year. Fastball down the middle, swung late, 0-1. Change at the knees, fouled off, 0-2. Slider at the knees, popped up, shallow right center. Tough play. Out for it, jumps though to make the catch, 2 down. Next up is first baseman Harsh Mcfreddy, hitting .304, 7 RBIs on the year. Change up in there at the knees, 0-1. Fastball at the knees, dribbled up the middle, jumps, backhands it, and he'll make the 3rd out of the inning. All 3 outs to him, and 1-2-3 inning for O to the 2nd. It's 4-0. Lancaster, Korn, and Rivers do up. Leading off is shortstop Mohammed Lancaster. 8-hitter is still tense, hitting .321. 5 RBIs in the year, and Ellison is still tense after the first inning horror show that she just went through. Change at the middle of the plate, grounded at the middle, base hit for Lancaster. He's 1-for-1. He's back to neutral, now to bring up right fielder Kenna Korn, batting 9th today. She did not play in the first game of this doubleheader, hitting .231. 1 homer, 5 RBIs. First pitch fastball line to first, right at Mcfreddy. He'll tag the runner, and that's a double play unassisted. Nice job. Next up is Rivers, 0-for-1 today, intense. Base is empty now. Curveball down and away, grounded up the middle. Salmon dives, knocks it down. That'll be an infield single, though, for Rivers, as he couldn't recover. Rivers 1-for-2, and that'll bring up Drumpf, who singled her first time up. She's 1-for-1. Slider in the dirt, bounces, good block, ball 1. Fastball up and away, sky ball to right field. Evans to his right, calling for it. Makes the catch, and that ends the inning. Ellison gives up a hit, 2 hits, but puts a 0 on the board. Bottom 2, Jennings, Salmon, and Polbean do up. Center fielder Nico Jennings, leading off the inning, is hitting in the 4 slot today. Hitting .406 with 3 homers, 15 RBIs. Curveball below the knees, ball 1. Fastball, changeup in the dirt, 2-0. Changeup at the knees, pulled foul by Jennings, 2-1. Changeup at the knees, ripped hard to first on the liner, but it's right at Sportswood, 1 down. Next up is Salmon. 5-hitter hitting .349, 4 homers, 12 RBIs. Inside pitch active for Cole here. Slider away, swung late, 0-1. O locked in here after getting the first 4 batters out. Next pitch lined in the center. Easy play for Borgner, though, 2 down. They'll bring up Polbean, the left fielder, hitting .333, 2 homers, 10 RBIs on the year. Slider middle of the plate, line to center. Guess what? It's right at Borgner, and that's going to end the inning. Another 1-2-3, 1 for O. to the third. It's 4-0. Jumps. Sportswood and Borgner do up. Here's Jumps, 1 for 1 today with a single. Scored on Swanson's grand slam in the first inning. Curveball down and in, misses, ball 1. Fastball ways outside, 2-0. Change it down and in, check swing, 2-1. Slider up and away, swung through it, 2-2. Curveball down and away, chased it outside, strike 3. Second punch out for Ellison today. 1 down. That'll bring up Sportswood, who also singled his first time up and scored on the grand slam. Change up and away is high, ball 1. Curveball down and in, check swing low, 2-0. Fastball down and away in the dirt, 3-0. Curveball down and in, low inside, ball 4. First walk for Ellison today. Runner first, 1 down for Borgner. He lined out to third base his first time up. He's 0 for 1. Fastball down and in, grounded foul, out of play, 0-1. Middle away, 1 hopper to second. Salmon flips to second 1. Live on the first, double play, and that ends the inning. Ellison gives up a hit but gets the double play ball to get out of it. Bottom 3. Freeman, Burnett, and Evans do up as they look to try to break through against O. Here's Parker Freeman, backup catcher, homered twice in the first game of the series, hitting .500 with 2 homers, 7 RBIs. Fastball at the knees, outside, ball 1. Slider up and away, caught a strike, 1-1. Slider down and in, sky ball to center field, easy play for Borgner out there. Already calling for it. Makes the catch, 1 down. Next up is 8-hitter third baseman Colton Burnett, hitting .424 with 2 homers, 11 RBIs on the year. Slider down and in is low, ball 1. Fastball up and in is high, 2-0. Ball inside, called a strike, 2-1. Fastball at the knees, skied into left center field. He just missed it. Borgner over for it. Makes the catch for the second out. Brings up Evans, hitting .273 with 2 RBIs on the season. Batting 9th today again. Change up inside from O, misses, ball 1. Change up and away outside, good take from Evans, 2-0. Curveball down and away is a strike, 2-1. Curveball at the knees, Evans waits on it, drives it deep dead center field. Got a good carry to it, but it's going to die at the warning track. 1-2-3 inning, all outs to Borgner. 9 up and 9 down for O as he's perfect through 3 to the 4th. Swanson, Muddywater, and Lancaster do up. Here's Big Johnson Swanson. The catcher had the grand slam in the first inning, and he even had RBI dead active, and he still managed to go yard. Ellison back to neutral mojo after the double play last inning to get out of it. Fastball down and in, misses, ball 1. Ellison's already given up 7 hits today and 4 runs. She's also walked a batter. Changeup pulled foul, 1-1 the count. Slider up and away, check swing outside, 2-1. Fastball middle away, swung through it late, 2-2. Curveball up and in, fouled off, still 2-2. Change ball down and in, grounded up the middle, and that's a base hit for Swanson. He's now 2 for 2. Lead off man on, that's the 8th hit for the hot corners here, and that'll bring up Muddywater. DH is 0 for 1 today. Popped out her first time up in foul territory. Striking the outer third, 0-1. Down and in, pulled foul, 0-2. The ball away, chased it outside, strike 3. Third punch out for Ellison today, 1 down, and that'll bring up Lancaster. 1 for 1 today with a single. Slider down and in, dribbled foul, 0-1. Fastball down and away, hitting the hole to short, reliable dives, cuts it off, he has to go to first with it. Low throw, picked by Mcfreddy to save the error, nice play, 2 down. Runner to second, now to bring up Korn, 0 for 1. Fastball up and away is high, ball 1. Curveball at the knees, grounded in the hole short, reliable dives again, makes the stop, hurries up and fires. This is a good throw this time, and that ends the inning as we strand the runner. Bottom 4, it's still 4-0. Pitts, reliable Mcfreddy, looked to break through the second time here against O, who's perfect through 3. There's Pitts, 0 for 1 today. Curveball caught the outer third. Good pitch from O. 0-1. Fastball away. Grounded to short. Right at Lancaster. Easy play. 1 down. Hits tense again, and that'll bring up Reliable. 0 for 1 today. He's still on fire. Changeup in there at the knees. Okay. 0-1. Slider below the knees. Dribbler to third. Rivers makes the stop. 2 down. Reliable down to locked in mojo, and that'll bring up Mcfreddy, who's 0 for 1. Change it below the knees, ball 1. Slider middle away for a strike, 1-1. Curveball just misses outside, 2-1. Fastball down and in, dribbler to first, right at Sportswood. Another 1-2-3 inning for O, who's perfect through 4. To the 5th, Rivers jumps. Try saying that 5 times fast. Due up against Ellison for the 3rd time here today. Rivers 1 for 2 today with a single. Leadoff man takes a changeup inside for ball 1. Curveball at the knees. Check swing just low. 2-0 and a good eye. Fastball up and in. Caught a strike this time. 2-1. Sliders outside. Check swing. 3-1. Change it middle of the plate. Line to right. Another base hit. Second hit for Rivers. He's 2 for 3, and that's the 8th hit given up today by Ellison. Brings up Drumpf 1 for 2 today with the single. Speedy Rivers there at first is always a threat to run. Fastball away. Check swing. 0-1. Slider up and away. Outside. Ball 1. Get down and in is in the dirt. 2-1. Fastball middle in. Hard grounder to short. Right at Reliable. Flips the second 1. Salmon to first. Double play. Nice play. Base is empty with 2 down for jumps, so 1 for 2 today with the single. Curveball middle in, inside, ball 1. Fastball down and away, fouled off, 1-1. Change up and away, outside, 2-1. Slider down and in. Driven deep by jumps, left center field. He got all that one, folks. It is in the second deck for a home run. Makes it a 5-0 Hot Corners game, the 2nd of the year for jumps. That's the 2nd home run given up by Ellison today. All 5 runs for the Hot Corners have scored on homers. Next up is Sportswood, 1 for 1 with a single and a walk. First we change it down and in, check swing strike, 0-1. Fastball down, fouled off, 0-2. Curveball up and in, pops it up to the left of the mound. Well, our right, Ellison makes the catch, and that ends the inning. But the solo home run by Jeb Jumps extends the Hot Corners lead to 5-0 to the bottom of the 5th. Jennings, Salmon, and Polbean due up against O for the 2nd time today, as we still look for our first hit. Here's Jennings, 0 for 1 today. Slider outside, ball 1. Fastball up and in is high, 2-0. Slider middle in, taken for a strike, 2-1. Change up and in, rip foul by Jennings, 2-2. Curveball down and in, rip foul again. Out of play, still 2-2. Curveball at the knees, Jennings sits on it, drives it right center field. He got some carry to it. At the wall is Borgner. He looks up, leaps, it's gone into the Hot Corners bullpen. That's the Freebooters bullpen. Whoops. Cannonball coming at our boys, as that is a solo home run for Jennings, his 4th of the year, and that's the first hit today for the Freebooters. We're on the board. It's 5-1. Next up is the Fishman Cole Salmon, 0 for 1 today. Fastball up and away is a strike, 0-1. Fastball away, misses, ball 1. Fastball. Slider middle in is lined to center, base hit for Sam, and he's now 1 for 2. Back-to-back hits here for the Freebooters. Knock O down the neutral mojo. He's a Polbean 0 for 1. Slider middle away for a strike, going 1 as it caught the knees. Slider at the knees, driven deep left center field. Borgner giving chase, will be there to make the catch though. 1 down. Just got a little bit too under that one. That brings up Freeman. He's 0 for 1 today. Fastball up and in, misses inside. Ball 1. Fastball middle of the way, lined at the left field line, just foul. Good rip by Freeman, but he's early. 1-1 count. Change up the middle of the plate, rip foul. Still 1-2. Slider down and in, dribbler up the middle. Lancaster to second, 1, jumps to first. Double play, and that ends the inning. Gives up his first mistake, though, as it's a solo home run from Nico Jennings to put us on the board. 5-1 to the 6th. Borgner, Swanson, and Muddywater due up. Borgner 0 for 2 today. Leads off the inning looking for his first hit. And he'll rip that curveball on the ground at the middle for his first hit. He's now 1 for 3, as that's the 10th hit for the Hot Corners today. Brings up Johnson Swanson, who has the grand slam and a single today. He's 2 for 2. Slide down and away, and the first pitch is outside. Ball 1. Ball down and in. Rip foul behind the plate. 1-1. Fastball up and away. Called a strike. 1-2. Change up and in. Swung through it. Strike 3. 4th punch out for Ellison today. 1 down. Swanson finally retired, and then bring up Muddywater 0 for 2 and 10s. Fastball down and away is low. Ball 1. Slider up and in. Inside. 2-0. Curveball inside. Misses. 3-0. Fastball middle of the way. Check swing. 3-1. Change it down and in. Swung through it. Full count. Fastball down and away. Grounded in the hole to short. Reliable backhands it. Fires the second. 1. Salmon to first. Double play. Another 1. And Ellison gets out of the 6th. Put another 0 on the board. And that's our 4th double play today. Possibly 5th. Bottom 6th. It's 5-1. Burnett, Evans, and Pitts up against O. There's Colton Burnett. 0 for 1 today. O back to lock the mojo after the double play to end last inning. Curveball at the knees for a strike. 0-1. Curveball hangs, and Burnett pops it up behind the mound. O's right there for it, though. Makes the catch. 1 down. Next up is Evans, 0 for 1. Strike the letters on the heater, 0-1. Curveball inside, misses, 1-1. Fastball down and in for a strike, 1-2. Fastball below the knees, fouled back, 1-2. Curveball up and in, ripped down the left field line. Evans looked for the corner. It is foul. They're 1-2. Fastball up and in, chased it inside, strike 3. Second punch out for O today. Brings up Pitts, 0 for 2. Maybe it's his first. I'm not sure. Fastball outside, ball 1 to Pitts. That was a punch out today. Okay. Slider at the knees, 1-1. Curveball down and in, line to second. It's right at jumps, though, and that ends the inning. 1-2-3 for O. To the 7th. It's 5-1 still. Lancaster, Korn, and Rivers due up. Ellison done after 6 innings, 10 hits, 1 walk, 4 strikeouts, 2 home run balls given up, 5 earned runs. She's in line for the loss as we head to the 7th. Lancaster 1 for 2 today is leading off. Coming out of the bullpen will be left-hander Christian Tucker. Tucker on the air has no record. He has a 5.23 ERA and a 1.45 whip. 6 earned runs given up in 6 appearances, totaling 10 in the 3rd innings. 14 hits surrendered, 2 of them homers. He has walked 1 and struck out 8. Batting average against for Tucker is .318 out of the bullpen. First pitch up and away. The Lancaster is fouled off, 0-1. Curveball down and away, swung through it, 0-2. Change it down and in. Lined at the first base line. Mcfreddy dives and cuts it off. Nice stop. Flips it to Tucker for the first out. Nice job. Good PFP, boys. Now to bring up Korn, 0 for 2 today. First pitch change up at the knees. Called a strike. 0-1. Fastball up and in is high. 1-1. Curveball down and in. Called a strike. 1-2. Fastball up and away, swung through it, strike 3. First punch out for Tucker, 2 down. I'll bring up Rivers, 2 for 3 today, singled his last 2 at bats. Still 10s though, unfortunately. There's pitch curveball away. Grounded to first. Right at Mcfreddy. He'll run to the bag himself, and that's a 1-2-3 inning for Tucker. To the bottom of the 7th. It's still 5-1. Reliable Mcfreddy and Jennings. Middle of the lineup up against O. Here's Reliable 0 for 2 today. Rivers will exit as utility man Emilio Lodoya will come on to play shortstop, which will move Mohammed Lancaster to his natural position of third base. Now that's a smart move because Adoya will not have to bat for one full cycle through the lineup, so he's not due up to bat for the rest of the game. Even if they get set down in order, of course. But ready, here we go. Fastball up and in, ball 1. Reliable's 0 for 2 today against O. Strike at the knees, 1-1. Fastball down and away, grounded right at Lancaster. He'll make the play, 1 down. Next up is Mcfreddy, 0 for 2 today. Curveball outside from O, ball 1. Change it down and in, misses inside, 2-0. Fastball up, pop foul. That's going to get out of play. 2-1. Fastball middle in, turned on by Mcfreddy, lines it in the left center field. Cannonball coming at you, hot corners. That's in your bullpen. Home run for Mcfreddy, his first of the year. He waited till the season finale, but he did it anyway. Gets it on the board in the homer column, and now it's 5-2. There you go, boys. Nice job. Next up is Jennings, 1 for 2 today with the solo homer. Oh, knocked down the neutral mojo here as that fastball's up and in for a strike, 0-1. Slider down and in is low, ball 1. Curveball low in the dirt, 2-1. Curveball's inside, 3-1 the Jennings. Fastball up and away, caught the corner, full count. Fastball up and away, same spot, fouled off, still a full count. Curveball down in the way, blooper to center, tough play for Borgner. He'll run in though to make the catch, 2 down. That brings up Salmon, 1 for 2 today with a single. Slider at the knees for a strike, 0-1. Curveball's outside, 1-1. Fastball down and in, hard grounder to second right at Jumpsto, and that's going to end the inning. Freebooters, they'll get their second homer of the game as Harsh Mcfreddy hits his first homer of the season. 5-2 now to the 8th. Drump jumps and Sportswood do up against Tucker. There's Drump, 1 for 3 today with the single, still locked in. Fastball up and in, line to center field. Jennings retreating to the fence. Makes the, got over his head just barely. It's a double for Drump, she's now 2 for 4. Brings up Jumps, solo home run last time up, he's also singled, he's 2 for 3. First pitch change it down and in is in the dirt, ball 1. Ball down and away, line down the right field line, that is foul. Missed extra bases by a matter of inches that time. Fastball up and away, high, 2-1. Change up and in, check swing, called a strike this time, 2-2. Fastball down and away, called strike 3. Second punch out for Tucker, 1 down. Brings up Sportswood, 1 for 2 with a single and a walk today. Curveball down and away is a called strike at the knees, 0-1. Fastball down and in, fouled off, 0-2. Change up inside, misses, almost hitting him, 1-2. Fastball down and away, grounded hard to second, Salmon right there. And he's got Drump in the rundown between second and third. Salmon will run her down here for the second out of the inning. As Sportswood reaches on the fielder's choice, then we'll bring up Borgner, 1 for 3 with a single. Fastball up and away is a strike, 0-1. Curveball down and away is outside, 1-1. Change it down and in, grounded up the middle. Salmon dives and cuts it off. He'll fire to first. In time, and that ends the inning. Nice play. Tucker puts another 0 on the board. Bottom 8 we go. It's 5-2 still. Polbean, Freeman, and Burnett do up. Leading off Martin Polbean, 0 for 2 today. O locked in once more. Fastball down the middle, 0-1. Fastball up's fouled back, 0-2. Curveball down in the way. Blooper to left center. Out for it. Idoya to make the catch, 1 down. Next up for Freeman, 0 for 2. Fastball middle away for a strike, 0-1. Fastball up and away, a strike, 0-2. Slider up and in, blooper to left center field. That will get down in front of Borgner for a base hit. Freeman on with his first hit today. He's 1 for 3. Good job, Parker. That'll bring up Burnett, 0 for 2. Tying run still in the on-deck circle here as O is starting to tire, up over 80 pitches. Still locked in, though. Curveball inside for a strike, 0-1. Slider in the dirt. Good check take by Burnett, 1-1. Curveball hangs, middle of the plate, driven to right center field. Caught by Korn at the wall for the second out. Runner gets back in time. Next up is Evans, 0 for 2 intense. And the pinch hit for him is coming off the bench is catcher Efrett Ho. He'll take over behind the plate, and Freeman will rotate to right field. Ho on the season, hitting .267, 2 homers, 6 RBIs. Did not play in the first game here. Fastball at the knees for a strike from O, 0-1. Curveball's outside, 1-1. Fastball misses inside, 2-1. Fastball up, line to first. It's right at Sportswood, was holding the runner. That ends the inning, and I just punched myself in the leg, and I gave myself a dead leg. Ow. 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 To the 9th, Swanson, Muddy Water, and Lancaster due up for the hot corners. Damn it. That hurt. There's Swanson leading off. Catcher's 2 for 3. He's hit a grand slam and a single today. Pitch fastball down and away. Check swing low. Ball 1. Ball down and in. Hard grounder to third. Right at Burnett. Will medium grounder. Burnett makes the play. 1 down. Next up, Muddy Water. 0 for 3 and still tense. First pitch curveball down and away is in the dirt. Ball 1. Fastball down and away. Check swing. 1-1. Curveball middle in. Chased it inside. 1-2. Change up and in. Popped up in front of the plate. Ho out for it. Makes the catch. 2 down. Tucker now locked in. And that'll bring up Lancaster. 1 for 3 with a single. Fastball up and away is outside. Ball 1. Change up down and in. Hard liner to second. Salmon backhands it right at his shoe tops. And that's a 1-2-3 inning for Tucker. Bottom 9, it's still a 3-run game. Pitts, Reliable, and Mcfreddy do up. Stump Pitts leading off is 0 for 3 intense today. We're going to pinch hit for him. Coming off the bench will be third baseman Bad Hop Brown. Hitting .286 on the year. That's 2 for 7. Looking to come through in the pinch hit role. Fastball high from O, ball 1. Fastball away, caught the zone, 1-1. Check swing inside, 2-1. Fastball up and in, swung late, 2-2 as that activates whiffer for Brown. Fastball up, liner to right field, it's soft fly ball. Korn makes the catch, 1 down. Next up's Reliable, 0 for 3. Still locked in though, despite that. Change up in there for a strike, 0-1. Fastball down and in, misses, 1-1. Fastball up, swung late, 1-2. 100th pitch from O coming here. Fastball away, hard grounder to third. Lancaster makes the stop, 2 down. Last chance for the Freebooters is Mcfreddy, who had the solo home run last time up. O looking for the complete game right here. Fastball outside, ball 1. Slider at the knees, 1 hopper to short, easy play for Adoya. 1-2-3, 9th for Donk O as he throws the complete game victory for the Hot Corners as they defend their pride and prevent the sweep to end the season. As they win 5-2, they scored early, our offense never fucking showed up. We only managed 4 hits off a aging starter that had nothing better in his repertoire other than to hit the corners. If I wanted to face Shane Bieber, I would go play for the Orioles right now. Hitless today for the Hot Corners, Adoya, who never got to bat, Muddy Water, who was 0 for 4, and Korn, who was 0 for 3. Johnson Swanson had the big winning hit with the grand slam in the very first inning, and then Jumps followed up with a solo homer. On our side, we only had 4 hits total, as hitless were, and I follows. Pitts, Brown, Reliable, Polbean, Burnett, Evans, and Ho. Hits today were scattered between Mcfreddy and Jennings, who each had a solo homer, Salmon, who had a single, and Parker Freeman, who also had a single. Pitching lines, Donk O, complete game, 9 innings pitched, 4 hits, 2 earned runs, and a strikeout, giving up 2 solo homers. He gets the win. He improves to 2-1 to finish out his season with a sub-3 ERA. For us, Malaya Ellison, 6 innings, 10 hits, 5 earned runs, 4 strikeouts, a walk, 2 home runs given up. She takes the loss and falls to 2-1. That is the first loss she has recorded in 3 seasons of pitching. Her last loss was recorded in her final start of the first season she pitched. This is her 4th. And Kristen Tucker, solid 3 innings out of the bullpen, giving up only 1 hit, striking out 2. Player of the game, got to give it to Johnson Swanson with the big salami. Then it's Donk O, who had the complete game, and then it's Jeb Jones, who had the solo homer. That was annoying. I would have liked to gotten to 11 wins, but whatever. We still will be the number 1 seed in our conference, as our run differential is still higher than the Blowfishes. Alrighty, let's take a look at these roster moves first. Ansel Carus off the Platypi, replaced by Ko Niomo. Malaya Ellison gets +9 junk after the start, moving to a B overall for the first time in her career. Nice. Rusty Nozzle signs to the Sirloins, replacing Jem Quilita as they release their ace. Alrighty, not bad at all. Sim the rest of the games here and see what happens. Hot Corners in their final game lose to the Herbisaurs 7-3, as the Herbisaurs will finish at 500 and the Hot Corners will fall to 7-9. Nemesis have the best record guaranteed in the league as they get their 11th win over the Jacks there. Crocodons lose, opening up the door for other playoff teams. Wideloads get the win as they earn their playoff berth. Nemesis beat the Crocodons, moving to 12-3. Then they win again, improving to 13-3 as the Crocodons fall to 8-8. If the Overdogs don't choke this away, they'll make the playoffs. Heaters rally to get a nice win over the Wideloads 7-6. Overdogs need to beat the Buzzards to make the playoffs here, and they're getting the shit kicked out of them. They lose 15-4, and with that loss, give the Buzzards the playoff spot. All the Overdogs had to do was win, but the Buzzards said, "We want this playoff spot. We're taking it from you." So here is the playoff picture. On our side, number 1 seed will be us. Blowfish win their division, they'll be number 2. Moose will be the number 3, I believe, as they're tied with the Sawteeth. I don't know who will be the 3 and who will be the 4. We'll have to actually see, because they're tied in record and run differential. On the Mega Conference side, number 1 seed is the Nemesis. Wideloads win the division, they'll be number 2. Buzzards will be number 4, and the B-Wolves will be number 3 as they finish at 9-7. Buzzards finish at 8-8. Alrighty. Let us do player developments here. Okay, so which ones came up? Alright. This is a good one for Ospecialo. I'm willing to take that risk for the Specialist, just because it improves his velocity and his accuracy, which is what he really needs. I don't like this one for Tucker. We're not going to do this one. This one for Burnett is solid. This will improve a young player. I like this one. This one for Jennings, he doesn't really need it, plus it's ridiculously overpriced, so we'll pass on that one. Ferguson, while this is a nice one, he's a bench player, he's not going to play a whole lot, so we really don't need to upgrade him if we don't want to. And this one for Salmon is not something he absolutely needs right now. So let's do these 2 here for Burnett and Special, and then we'll see what's left. So we do Burnett's first because that's the one that might actually expire. +2 contact, that's alright. And +1 fielding, pretty good. He's now an A-, very good. And for Ospecialo, here we go. Only going to get the 3 velocity, which is not ideal. Loses the 2 junk as we knew, and then he gets 4 accuracy, that's alright. Keeps his Specialist, that's what we love to see. And he's up to a B overall again, nice. We don't have enough for Salmon, which is the one I would have gotten if I had the choice, so we'll do this one for Ferguson just because it's here. Ferguson gets the 16 arm, nice. Now up over 80, and he does not get high pitch. That's alright. Still a B- overall. Alright. Okay, so let's take a look at league leaders here for the season. MVP is Hesto Reliable. That's alright. That's what you love to see, buddy. Way to go. Nico Jennings finishes 9th. Alright, Reliable wins the MVP. He leads the league in batting average and home runs. Finishes tied for 2nd runs batting in, just missing the Triple Crown. by 4 RBIs. Burnett finishes tied for fourth in the batting average along with Jennings, and Stump Hits finishes in 10th. Jennings also finishes tied for 6th in RBIs. Reliable leads the league in on-base percentage, slugging percentage, and on-base and slugging combined. Nico Jennings finishes 7th in slugging percentage, Pitts finishes 6th in on-base percentage, and Jennings finishes 6th in on-base and slugging combined. Reliable also led the league in hits as well as extra base hits. Jennings finished 2nd, and Pitts and Burnett were tied for 4th in the hits category. Reliable 2nd in runs scored. Jennings tied for 4th in that category. Nico Jennings also led the league in being caught stealing it 3 times. Pitching lines, Robert Muddywater, the rookie, tied for the league in wins. Pretty solid Rookie of the Year candidate, if you ask me. Let's see what else we got. Muddywater also finished 4th in walks per 9 innings, as well as 4th in strikeout to walk ratio. Honestly, if you ask me, unless Chelsea Manning is a rookie, I think he set himself up quite well. Chelsea Manning is not a rookie. All right. So Robert Muddywater is your Rookie of the Year. His great campaign. And Hester Reliable is your MVP. All right. All right, let's look around the league for player signings. Alright, so of the starred candidates, is there anybody I want to sign? Let's look at the roster. Is there anybody here who had a crappy year that needs to be replaced? I would say need to be replaced? No. All of our hitters hit pretty well. Holbein came on late at the end of the year, so we're not going to get rid of him. Mashadonga did alright off the bench when she was given the opportunity. She's a pretty solid pinch hit option. Flash Evans, he did pretty well, given that he came on late, all things considered. We got his batting average up near 300. That's an amazing feat because he was under 100. Parker Freeman, again, hit well off the bench. Bad Hop Brown, maybe we need another option to replace him, be a pinch hitter. Ferguson, he did all right given his opportunities. Lafayette pitched well, solidly. Ellison pitched really well. Muddywater clearly was the best pitcher this season for us. The rookie Pat Griffin got the shit beat out of him every chance he was on the mound. So we might have to release Pat. Bullpen-wise, Rums is solid as ever. Farmer got hurt, so I can't hold that against her. Tucker started pitching well at the end of the season. No Specialo, he actually started pitching poorly at the end of the season. So we might replace him as well. So really, there's three players I might replace overall. Is there anybody who... God damn it, let me do this again. Is there anybody we can sign to fill that role? Well, Sturdy Woodman would be a solid DH candidate. Like, all he does is hit. That is all he does. Herbie Nixon, we could bring him back to replace Evans for the playoffs. I'm not opposed to that. I believe he is the better player than Evans. He is, as a matter of fact. Only making $7.5 million. That's not horrible. And that would give us money to keep signing players. So I think we'll bring Nixon back. I want to see if he's done anything different when he's been away from the team. So let's see if he can do better now that he's been released. And now he's coming back to the team for the playoffs. So let's do that. Let's see. Brown. Is there any solid DH candidates here? Outside of Woodman. Woodman's really expensive, though, so I don't want to make that move if I don't have to. Then that's going to leave us nothing left for anything else. Armhorn would be a good option, but no. None that are like overly cheap, no. Cheapest one is Bentley. Would Hercules... Hercules is a pretty decent fielder. He'd probably start at first base. Which then would make Mcfreddy or Pitts the DH, and then one of them has to go to the bench. I don't like that per se. So, I think we'll wait. We'll wait on that. Pitching. Okay, starters. Anybody like overly cheap? Well, Verde and Holmes are veterans, so yeah, that's not surprising. We don't have enough money to sign any of these guys, unfortunately. So it's not like we can improve the starting pitching, even if we wanted to. So it looks like Griffin will get to survive into the playoffs at least. Now for bullpen. There's D, Neverwalker, Kerr, and Simpleman. Kendrick Kerr is a better player even with K-Dud. And we have enough money to bring her in to replace Especialo. But I do like what he brings to the table with his specialist. So maybe, unfortunately, we cut Tucker and bring Kerr in. We'll still have enough money for that, too. Even if Tucker has the better accuracy and just slightly better velocity. Plus, with K-Dud, Kerr's pitches get weaker, so maybe that's not a good idea. What about Neverwalker? We don't have enough money to bring him in, unfortunately. Same with the closers. We won't have enough for Frequent or Lapata. Might have enough for Lapata, actually, but that means we'd have to get rid of Farmer. And I don't want to do that. I like Farmer. I like what she brings. We could bring in Doc. That is true. We could bring in Doc for Tucker. We'd have enough for that. Yeah, let's do that. Let's beef up the bullpen. Give me Doc. Actually, no. Let me look at Doc's numbers first before I go ahead and do that. Haven't seen Doc on the team since year number 3. The last losing season of the franchise. Then he's bounced. Been with the Crocodiles for 4 years. Was with the Heaters this year. He pitched pretty well this year with the Heaters. He just was on a losing team. Yeah, why not? Let's bring him back. Come on back, Doc. You can replace Tucker. Better. Alright. And then for pitching. Is there anything we can do with Griffin? Verde or Holmes would have to be the targets to sign. They're the only other options that are cheap enough. That are, like, you know, decent. But I like Kendrick Kerr. I'll leave her on there. And I like Lapata, too. How did Holmes do in this season? How did he do? You are right, Hoon. Good Hop is OG. He's the only OG actually left. Holmes, he's actually not done anything. Oh, geez. Alright, so we'll just stick with the boys we got. I mean, yes, Pat Griffin got the shit kicked out of him and put the Pat in pathetic this year, but god damn it, he still has better numbers than Durbin Holmes. I'll bet money on that right now. You get better damn fucking right he does. Even with just this one bad season is what's inflating these two categories right here. You take that away, he's got pretty solid numbers. I mean, outside of this, let's just say year 8 doesn't count. He is 7. I'm sorry, I can't math. 8-1. And his ERA is under 3. So, yeah. Griffin's a solid player. We'll keep him. Bench players. I'm not replacing Freeman. Freeman hit well. Ferguson I'd be open to, but I don't think we have the money. How's Ramsey compared to Ferguson? Better contact, better speed, better fielding, weaker arm, a little bit older, less power, which is fine. I wouldn't necessarily be using Ramsey as like a pinch hitter. I'd be using him as like a late addition for the fielding, because I believe he is a better fielder than Herpy Nixon, which he is. What about compared to Polbean? Polbean's just slightly better, and I know for damn well that Jennings is a way better fielder. So yeah, I say we cut Ferguson, bring Ramsey in, bring the veteran, because honestly, we're just making our bench a little bit better. Yes, you're right. Donga, do I want to? I think I'll keep Donga. I think she did well. She did enough, I say. She did enough. Alright, I think that's it. We don't have enough money to do anything else. So that is the moves we made. We'll stick by them. Just make sure I install the unstart all the players. Perfect. Okay. Alright, let's start. Let's head into the playoffs. 5th straight appearance. 4th straight division title. And 3rd straight season with 10 or more wins. Okay, so the Sawteeth are the 4, the Moose are the 3. Okay, so I guess the Moose won the head-to-head matchup against the Sawteeth. Let me just check and make sure this is kosher right. Oh, it's our 5th straight year with 10 or more wins. Nice. Alright. Alright, so we're looking for ring number 4 next time out. 97 and 59, Jesus. So we could get our 100th win in team history. Not bad. Alrighty, so those are the moves. We bring Nixon back. Well, I'll deal with him. We upgrade Tucker to Simpleman, and we upgrade. We basically trade Ramsey for Ferguson. They're about the same player. All right, and we're taking on the Sawteeth in round number 1, and that means the Moose get the Blowfish, Beagles get the Wide Loads, and the Nemesis get the Buzzards. Nemesis, of course, have the best record in the league this year. Thank you, that's the words. 13 and 3. I believe we're second at 10 and 6. Alrighty, so that's gonna do it for this episode, guys. We split the doubleheader against the Hot Corners, but we won the first game, which is what mattered. We clinched the division. We didn't need to worry about it. I would have loved to win the second one, but you know what? Donk O just pitched his ass off. He earned the win. He did it the hard way too, through a complete game, giving up only 2 runs. So next episode will be the conference semis against the Sawteeth. As you know, for those of you who are new to the series, the way we do the playoffs is we will, instead of doing it 1 game at a time, we will play the entire series in 1 giant episode, similar to this one that we just sat through. And then we'll do it round by round by round until we're eliminated. Alrighty, guys, that'll do it for this episode. I think I've already said that. If you made it this deep, thank you for giving me your time, and thank you for being patient with me as I, took forever to get to the point. If you made it this deep, leave a like, leave a comment, and subscribe to the channel. Until next time, this is the Nasty One, signing off.